Holy moly! Hello! What is up guys? I'm your host Gordon and welcome to another one of my videos. By the time of this video, I should be back in Malaysia because what I got over here is one of these shell ejecting foam dart blaster from the brand UDL, which is the UDL 1911 Combat Master John Wick Edition version 2. Yes, that's a version 2 of it because back in the days, we did a version 1, which is the white color version, and our friend over here did have the version 1 with us. Thank God. So that in this video, we can actually show you guys what's the difference between the version 1 and the version 2. Let's hope that these Thailand content don't screw up the algorithm again, because I got a few more to post, and I do really appreciate that you guys can help me to press the like button and leave lots of comment in the section down below to combat the algorithm with the Combat Master. Okay, first look at the blaster over here. The moment when you hold the blaster on hand, there is definitely some weight to it. To my surprise, this blaster over here is actually slightly more heavier than the previous version. There are some reasons why though, but before that, let us talk about the build quality of this blaster. The entire blaster is made out of a combination of metal and nylon. And here comes the big difference. As you can see, the internals of this blaster over here, I mean the chamber, every single moving part in this blaster over here is fully made out of metal. Unlike the previous version over here, the plunger system itself is actually made out of nylon, therefore the lighter weight, which I said before, because there's more metal parts in this blaster over here, therefore you will feel a slight weight difference than the previous version 1 over here. And I'm not too sure what happened to your blaster, by the way. I mean, the white nylon part is like super yellow right now. As far as I know, mine is still white though. I mean, take a look at this. This blaster over here sees some serious action over here. Our friend do use this blaster quite often. The bottom part of the blaster over here is entirely made out of metal. The trigger of the blaster is made out of metal. The mag release button over here is made out of metal. It's not ambidextrous. The slide release lever is made out of metal, and of course the entire internal is made out of metal. And this blaster over here comes with a functioning hammer, which is made out of metal. Oh yeah, this is something that is not present at the version 1 over here. Like, this thing is just a nylon piece where you can't really move it at all. Take a look at the sound of this hammer though. Oh yeah, I like the sound of metal hitting metal. And the other differences in the V2 is that this blaster comes with a functioning safety lever, which is located over here, which is ambidextrous. You can just basically push the lever upwards and there you go. You can't really slide the slider over here. On the previous version 1, this lever is just a decoration piece. It is made out of metal, but there is no function whatsoever. And one more thing that it is different is the slider over here felt a lot stiffer than the previous version 1. So I suspect the version 2 actually comes with a higher performance as compared to the version 1 over here. Let us check out the shell ejecting though. Holy moly, I really love these shell ejecting mechanism. I mean, the trigger pull itself, it's a little tighter than before as well. So I'm actually very curious what kind of performance that we are getting over here. Hopefully a very good one. Let us get back to the blaster. Slider itself is made out of nylon as usual. Functioning fiber optics. If you want to put in some handgun type scope, no problem. You can definitely put in a sight over here if that's your choice. The grip over here is definitely my favorite. I really do like the dragon scale grip. It felt very nice though. Really like this curve over here. It rests in perfectly with my hand. Just that unlike the 1911, this doesn't come with the safety feature where you actually press on the button over here to actually engage the blaster. Like it is expected, this is not an airsoft, it is just a toy, so they can't really make it like a one-to-one. In fact, the size of this blaster over here is not even a one-to-one though. It is like slightly bigger than a normal one. Speaking about the dragon scale grip, the grip over here is definitely made out of some really thick nylon material. The magazine over here is of course made out of nylon. There's some weight to it, by the way. Maximum capacity of one of these magazines is around 10 shells. And speaking of shells, the blaster uses one of these tiny little shells over here. And the ammunition that came with the blaster is one of these basic Glock foam dart that you usually find in Amazon. Like, this is how you load in the dart in the shell. There. And this is how you load it in the mag. Put it in, release the slide, and fire. Eject the shell. Oh yeah! The blaster comes with a picatinny rail right below the blaster over here, just like the version 1 over here, for you to put in like the laser of your choice, the flashlight of your choice, like all those kinds of fancy accessories. By the way, I do really like the metallic bronze over here, which is very nice. It gives it a touch of luxurious for this blaster over here. Man, I do really hope that I can bring this back to Malaysia, but unfortunately, you know, Malaysia, like, these things are forbidden. Something that looks like a real firearm is not doable in Malaysia. Like, I only can experience all these good stuff in Thailand, which is, you know, kind of sad. But anyway, good to know that there is a version 2 of this blaster from UDL. Usually, if you get the original UDL, because there are a lot of fake UDLs out there though, this is the kind of quality that you are getting. So I guess, without further ado, let us go test the blaster out, shall we? Okay, we are back, guys. So the performance of the blaster is actually pretty incredible. The blaster over here can go from 87 FPS all the way to 105 FPS. It is pretty inconsistent, which I'm not sure why, but the improvement is pretty big though, because the previous blaster can only go from like 70 plus FPS, basically like the Nerf Elite standard. This is like a Nerf rival standard, I would say. Even though that this blaster comes with a very high velocity, but you can only hit targets around like 6 meters because of the tiny little darts that came with this blaster. Can't really travel that far. So far, operating this blaster, I did not encounter any jams at all, which is a good thing. Just that priming this blaster need a little bit of these muscle power because of the stronger spring. And will this blaster passes the wall test? I mean, I'm giving you guys a closer look of this blaster over here. Holy moly, definitely this blaster passes the wall test with flying colors. Well, I guess this is a very straightforward video. If you guys like this video, feel free to smash on the like button. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. So go ahead and check it out, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Adios, guys!